Hello everyone, Rurikhan here, and I'm going to be bringing you another Rurikhan show. So this is kind of an oldies special because a lot of people have requested, oh man, I miss back in the days where you used to make videos on your car and stuff, and back in those days I used to make videos in my car out of necessity, not necessarily because it was something that I enjoyed doing, so to speak, but I mean, obviously I enjoyed doing them. What I mean is that I didn't do them in my car just for the sake of doing it in my car. I did those videos in my car because it was like a time gap that I had between going somewhere and obviously getting there. And I mean, the time gap that I had between going from work to home and home to work, which was basically like an hour that I had to fill, and I had nothing to do in that hour apart from driving. And driving can get boring when you do it every day, but I mean, obviously, as you guys know right now, as I'm trying to do this whole video thing for a living, you can imagine that I don't do a whole lot of driving to work, which is why I kind of haven't done videos in my car. Today, however, is an exception because my computer had a whole bunch of fans. I mean, still has, obviously. I mean, you guys have watched me assemble the thing. You guys can imagine how many fans I stuck in that goddamn thing just to make sure that it wouldn't overheat because the processor was an AMD. So what ended up happening is I damaged the blades on one of my fan because the fan was running and I've kind of put a little bit of my weight on top of the computer and I broke one of the blades. And that fan was obviously not working optimally, and it eventually broke down and died because if you break one of the blades in a fan, usually it will actually require more strain for the fan to work properly, which will require the fan to oscillate. Jesus Christ, people are ridiculous in this town. But, which obviously causes the fan to... Damn, keys! Which causes the fan to oscillate a little bit more, and it eventually breaks down. So my fan broke down, and it was a really bad timing because, I mean, Battlefield 3 just got here, and God knows that thing eats my processor for breakfast. I mean, seriously, you guys should see, I mean, the noise that my computer makes when I'm playing Battlefield 3. It's like, woo! I mean, I can't even imagine myself recording commentary with that much background noise, so obviously I'm going to have to go ahead and try and fix my fan. Of course, obviously a fan has no fix, it has to be replaced, so I'm going to go right now to the store and get a new computer fan for my case, and I'm also probably going to get an air duster to get some of the dust out of my machine, because I mean it hasn't been dusted in a while, and I might as well take care of that stuff as well. I mean, so since I had to ride my car today, I thought I might as well make a video about it. And yeah, so this is going to be a Rurikhan show. I don't know exactly which number we're at. The last one was, thank God, I got out before the pandas broke loose. And I'm even beginning to feel bad because it's kind of like I'm beating down a dead horse. And I really, really don't want to speak about World of Warcraft at this particular point in time because, I mean, you guys pretty much know what's my opinion on it. I'm kind of tired of it, but I mean it's beginning to be a little bit too much repetition. So I might even skip for future Rurikhan shows. I might even skip some of the World of Warcraft comments simply because I don't want to address World of Warcraft. I want to, like I said, I want to move forward. I want to move to new things. So what have I been doing this week? So a lot of what I've been doing this week has been editing. I've been editing this collaboration that I've done with Young, in case you guys don't know, he's another TGN director, and I've been working with him on kind of a Skyrim versus Dark Souls comparison, but a fair one, not a biased one, because I mean there was this article on IGN where they basically trashed the crap out of Skyrim, and I just thought, wait a minute, that's not despite the fact that to me, I personally still prefer Dark Souls. I mean, that's not the way it goes, the way that they said in that article. They said a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't really agree with, so I went to Young and I said, okay, you're the expert on Skyrim, I'm kind of an expert on Dark Souls, so let's put our ideas together here and let's do a fair comparison, because both me and him agree that they're different games, and in a way they should not be compared, But I mean, since someone else has done it, we're going to do it the right way. I'm not sure if this camera angle is very good. It seems to have moved a little bit. Okay, that should probably be better. Hopefully that should be better. So anyways, that has been most of my week. I've been editing the crap out of that thing, and also, I believe, filming it. And I've also been working on a secret project, which unfortunately I cannot disclose the details at this point because the person in charge of that project asked me not to disclose it. But I think you guys are going to have fun when you see what the guys do. I mean, I'm not talking about fun visually. I mean, I don't know what he's got prepared for it visually, but I'm going to have a small participation audio-wise, and I'm going to put it on the website eventually, so I hope you guys can enjoy that. I think it's going to be fun. It's something different, something I've never done before, and I know that sounds kind of weird, but yeah. It's something different, something I haven't done before, and I think it's going to be cool. I think you guys are going to enjoy it, and we'll see how that comes out. So that's another project that I've been working on. And then there's also TGN Live, which if you guys didn't know, me and Hengist were kind of bringing TGN Live back, and which is obviously a TGN show. Some of you might not know it, but it's basically about getting some feedback from the TGN community and all that stuff. And me and Hengist have been working on that. And that's another big thing that I've been doing this week, editing that. And it's been, oh my god, my computer has been giving me hell. I think I'm going to have to just completely give up on ScreenFlow, because ScreenFlow is just crashing renders for me left, right, and center. And it's incredibly frustrating for me to spend, like, I don't know, 3-4 hours doing an edit, and all of a sudden, boom, I can't render it. I spend like days trying to render stuff. So I'm going to have to become like a Premiere expert, kind of, because I just can't stand ScreenFlow at this point. It's just too much trouble for my work. I mean, I just need to work with a program that will just eat whatever I throw at it and puke out a render. It needs to be able to do the renders, which ScreenFlow is just crashing. I have to like kind of pet it down and say, oh, come on, ScreenFlow, it's going to be all right. Do my little render. Come on, it's not going to hurt. No, I don't want that. I want a program that I can say, you know what? Render this now. And I don't care how long it takes. You fucking render it and you process my goddamn videos. And that's what I want. And ScreenFlow at the moment isn't really delivering. I mean, you guys might have noticed that I did recently on my Dark Souls series, I did 4 of the episodes. I believe it was 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, it was 8, 9, 10, and 11 were episodes that were made in ScreenFlow, and I wasn't happy with the results, so I went back to Premiere for the episodes 12, 13, 14. I think I'm all the way up to 16 now. I'm not even sure, because I haven't released them all yet. I've been spacing them out, releasing them, because I don't want to also risk spamming TGN Central, because I mean it's bad if you spam a channel, basically. So that's something else I worked on, some more Dark Souls episodes for you guys, and I know that a lot of you guys want to see that League of Legends stuff, and I didn't do it this week, and I feel really, really bad, because I had this schedule going, which was basically every Thursday I would have a Cons Legend out, and it was being really cool, because I mean I would usually get around to doing it, but this week with all these collaboration projects between me and Young, between me and this other secret project that I can tell you guys about, between TGN Live, and between the usual Dark Souls content, I just couldn't fit League of Legends in. However, this morning when I woke up, I did a League of Legends match just to kind of get something going. And I think it was a pretty entertaining 3v3 on Twisted Treeline. And Cons Legend hasn't really had a Twisted Treeline video. So I'm highly considering commenting that one and just putting it up for you guys. And obviously that esports style, or maybe not. Maybe I'll invite someone to do a commentary with me. I don't know. What would you guys prefer? Like, you really like that esports type of commentary I did? You guys like me when I'm, you know, like calmer and not really being as fast-paced with the commentary as I am in those series? I mean, you guys gotta also let me know the way that you prefer me to do commentary on League of Legends, because I'm really trying to develop that esports commentary of getting all excited and all riled up and all, And there goes the ultimate on. Boom! Down he goes. No, that kind of stuff. I'm really trying to work on that, and I think that's a cool style of commentary. But I mean, ultimately, since I'm doing this for your entertainment, you guys are going to be the deciding factor. Now, something else is that this particular week, I believe, I mean, today is what? Today's the 7th. So, Monday 7th, Tuesday 8th, Wednesday 9th, Friday Skyrim comes out. And I'm going to be doing some videos for Skyrim as well. That's going to be another one of the games that I'm going to be covering. I mean, I'm covering my two main games right now are going to be Dark Souls and Skyrim. And I want to make sure to also keep on covering League of Legends. Keep on working with the rest of the guys doing the TGN Squadron stuff, for those of you who know what that is. And I want to keep on doing League of Legends content. But my main focus, I believe, is going to be Dark Souls and Skyrim, because, I mean, I missed really good RPGs, and that's exactly what those games are going to bring for me. I mean, Dark Souls, I just can't put it down. I mean, I went to a friend's house the other day, and I took my PlayStation with me simply because I did not have any time to play this week. And when I went to my friend's house, I said, oh, well, maybe I'll have some time to play there. So I took my PlayStation with me, and I played some Dark Souls. And I actually got Ornstein down. And for those of you who know about Dark Souls, you'll know that there's this particular boss, which is, in my opinion, is one of the hardest bosses in the game, which is Smough and Ornstein. And you can do them two ways. You can either kill Ornstein first or kill Smough first. Now, Smough is this fat guy with a hammer, and Ornstein is this slimmer guy with a spear. So Ornstein is actually a lot harder to kill than Smough. So obviously what people usually do is they kill Ornstein first and Smough last, because the last one to be killed actually gets a buff. And so what was happening is, I'm in New Game Plus, and I want to kill Ornstein last, which is obviously asking for punishment in a game like Dark Souls. But then again, I've never been very bright, so that's kind of the stuff I tend to do. So what happened was, I've tried like every day, one time per day, I would try to go ahead and do the boss, and I would usually fail, and then I would proceed to do something else with my time, like edit videos, you know, that kind of stuff, get back to work. So when I went to my friend's house, I went there, and I actually got to do 2 tries, and I killed him on the second try. And I was so pissed off, because like you'd imagine, like, oh man, he killed him on the second try. Ornstein and Smough, solo, no player helps, no NPC helps, nothing, just me. I killed off Smough, then I killed off Ornstein, and I was like, yes! And then I thought, fuck, I'm not home and I'm not filming, god damn it, because I had been filming this encounter the whole week and failing, and then when I finally do it, I'm not filming, and I'm like, god damn this. But yeah, that's something else that I've been doing. And before we move on to the rest of the news that I have to tell you guys, I've actually just arrived at the store, so I'm going to go ahead and get my my new fan and hopefully some compressed air or something. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. So a lot of you have also asked me to wear the hat in public, which I did. A lot of people were giving me weird looks inside the store. Although I can't really film inside stores in Portugal like I told you, but that's what you get. So, as I was saying before I got into the car, a lot of people were looking at me funny. I mean, it's an Australian hat. What's the big deal? I don't get it. People are just weird. As soon as you see something out of the ordinary, it's just like, oh my god, that guy's wearing an Australian hat. It's kind of like, I mean, wonder if anyone would make a big fuss about this if I was to wear this particular hat in Australia. I mean, I highly doubt it. But then again, this just tells you how kind of society works. It's like, whenever they see something different they don't understand, they just want to like, why? Why? Well, maybe it's because it's a fucking comfortable hat and I like it. Like it more than a cap. I mean, who gives a crap, seriously? But anyways, like you guys have asked, you said wear the cap, whatever. So, I'm wearing the hat. I went to the store. I took the hat with me. I believe there's also some footage of me in the store with a hat. If there was, you guys have already seen it, hopefully. I kind of snuck the camera and pretend it was a cell phone and started videotaping it a little bit. So anyways, I got the fan here with me. I also got some compressed air to clean out the innards of my machine. So hopefully we'll fix that when I get home. But like I was saying, so what have I been working on this week? So obviously something else, which is if I'm doing a Rurikhan show inside the car, I can't really read out comments. So this week in particular, not going to have any viewer comments because, I mean, I'm inside a car. I'm not going to, let me see. So, can't really do that when you're inside a car because you need to kind of watch the road and not kill yourselves. So, in between renders and edits, I've also been watching some really old movies, some really old stuff. Which you guys might be wondering, what the hell do you mean some really old movies? Well, I mean, while I'm editing, there's a lot of the time where I really don't have to pay particular attention to sound. I mean, obviously there's several edits which require you to pay attention to the sound, pay attention to the synchronization and all that stuff. But once that's done, the edit itself, I mean, I might be just editing some videos and doing some basically tucks in that video. And what happened was, when I was doing those tucks, I put on some movies and stuff like that to watch. So I watched Rambo from 1 to 4 and Rocky from 1 to 6. I mean, I don't know, I might have went just on kind of a Sylvester Stallone bonanza or some shit, but I just, I missed watching really old movies. And I've also today and this morning, as I was putting some more stuff to render and doing some uploading and all that kinds of stuff, I was watching Star Wars, the old ones, not the new ones, the old ones. Because I'm a big Star Wars fan too. But anyways, I just went kind of on a trip on nostalgia lane, kind of, so to speak. So what else? Yeah, I didn't sleep anything from Saturday to Sunday because I had to go to a lunch with my family. Because, I mean, I don't see my parents every day, and especially with the weird-ass schedule that I'm making for myself, going to bed at 9 a.m. and shit like that, it's basically really hard for me to be with my family. So this Sunday I was with my family, and the result of that was that I didn't sleep anything. So after the lunch itself, I was basically, like, dead. So I went home and I pretty much slept all the way until 4 a.m., then woke up at 4 a.m. and resumed editing and recording and all that crazy stuff. So, here's the thing. I need to kind of make a decision for myself here because it's getting pretty hard on League of Legends. Because as new games are going to come out, I'm going to have less and less time for League of Legends. But I want to keep on pursuing League of Legends. Not because it's something that I know my audience wants to see, but because it's actually a game that I really enjoy playing. I mean, it's a really cool competitive game, which is not ridiculously hard to get into. And it's a lot of fun. And I love playing League of Legends. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you guys was also, would you guys prefer me to play more often in the European realms or in the US realms? And I'm asking this because, I mean, I'm actually considering maybe investing some money into League of Legends so that I can actually get some more characters that I want to learn how to play. And I have to make a decision because here's the thing. To play more with TGN Squadron, I have to play more in the US realms. To play with my friends at TGN, like Sidestrafe, Sidestrafe barely ever plays League of Legends. I think he might have uninstalled the damn thing, the bastard. Someone needs to slap him across the face, because, I mean, whatever. But in order to play with him, Hengist, Jeff, aka Pure Shield, Chromar, those people, I have to play more in the US realms. And in order to play with a better ping, I have to play in Europe, which is kind of annoying. So I kind of got to make a decision here. Either I go US or I go Europe, because it's getting really hard for me to keep on playing both. I mean, I'm level 30 in US, and I'm level 29 in Europe, so you guys can imagine how much I've played in both scenarios here. But I mean, it's getting to a point where, I mean, my time investment really needs to go to only one place. I can't keep on jumping back and forth, because it makes no goddamn sense. So, yeah, I could really use a little bit of feedback on that. Something else is that I told you guys I was going to tell you when we were going to get paid. And if you guys saw the video by George on TGN, some of you might have seen it, some of you might not. And I'm sorry, I know that this particular episode of Rurikhan's show seems to be more about TGN than Rurikhan, but a lot of stuff has been going on with TGN, which is I kind of feel an obligation to report to you guys. But we got paid. Now, I can't tell you how much we got paid. I can't tell you the exact rates. I'm pretty sure that if you Google it up or something, you can probably find out. But I mean, it's not in my nature to kind of go and say something that I've been told not to say. So basically, I can't really tell you how much we got paid, but I can tell you that for me personally, it's not really enough to keep me alive, so to speak, to keep me going until the next paycheck. So what's going to happen is I might have to ask for a loan from my parents, because I mean, I've also been looking for a job in Portugal, and it's ridiculous. There's no other words for it. It's just ridiculous getting a job in Portugal right now. You might as well slit your fucking wrists and pray to God or something like that. So I might have to ask for a loan from my parents to stay afloat until the next paycheck comes about. But I mean, it's good to know that at least the work that we're doing is finally starting to pay off. It's cool because there's only one way from this point. As long as we continue to evolve, there's only one way this can go, and it's up. I mean, that's all I really want to say about that particular thing. So Dark Souls, Skyrim, League of Legends. When Guild Wars 2 comes out, I'm definitely going to be on top of that. Looks like Diablo 3 got postponed yet again, which does not surprise me at all. I mean, let's be serious here. I mean, those of you who have been following wildcards, you'll probably have found some Diablo 3 videos in there by me, and you guys will know how I feel about Diablo 3, and I don't really feel that hot for it right now. I feel the game is definitely not up to the standards of a game like Diablo 2. It is far too easy. And despite the Blizzard was really, they did something which I found a little bit funny, which is they put Diablo 2, I think this was in BlizzCon if I'm not mistaken. I saw a video about Diablo where they put this guy playing Diablo 2, and it was like in monsters that had no aggro range, and it was like, oh, look at that, I almost got hit once. They were basically trying to sell the idea that Diablo 2 was actually a lot easier than Diablo 3. But I mean, seriously, Blizzard, that's the best you could do? Why don't you put that fucking guy and just put him to fight the very first boss monster at the Den of Evil, and we'll see if he gets hurt or not. Seriously, I mean, come on. I mean, it's just that it looks like I'm back to trash-talking Blizzard, and I don't want to do it. I really don't, because I'm a big fan of all their franchises. I'm a fan of StarCraft, fan of Warcraft, fan of Diablo. I love it, but it just feels that the way they're doing it now, it's just so wrong, so commercial. I mean, you gotta really give it to From Software for what they've done with Dark Souls, because basically they said, no, I mean, we know what drives people that enjoy Demon Souls, and we're going to do the same thing for Dark Souls. And they did it, because I'm hooked on that game. I could be playing that game non-stop if I didn't have other stuff that I need to do, like editing videos, recording videos, all that kind of stuff that I'm doing with videos. I could be just playing that game non-stop. That's how much I love it. And, I mean, I don't know, it just feels that maybe it's me, maybe it's even me, maybe I've just evolved to this point where my taste in games is shifted, and who knows, maybe I don't even like Diablo 2 anymore, but I highly doubt it, because I mean, just the other day I still played it, and I still enjoyed it, so I don't know, I just don't feel that Diablo 3 was all that great. The beta they did, anyways. Also, it looks like Modern Warfare 3 is finally coming out. Is it today? Is it tomorrow? It's something like that. I don't know. Today is the 7th. I'm not sure if it comes out on the 7th, on the 8th. No, I don't know. Ever since I bought Black Ops, I have to say that basically Call of Duty was kind of like trashed for me. I was like, what? Call of what? Screw that. But I did receive Battlefield 3. I played just a little bit, not a whole lot so far, because I haven't had the time I wished I had, unfortunately. But I want to do some videos about Battlefield 3. And Battlefield 3, I have to say, I love it. I love the fluidity of it. They really did a good engine on that game, and it's running flawless. It's just amazing. I haven't tried recording it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a performance hit. I mean, that's natural. You turn on fraps and your whole system turns into goo. So, I mean, I'm going to try and do some Battlefield 3 as well. Maybe throughout this week. I don't know. It depends on stuff. Because my Macintosh is pretty much going to be rendering like 24/7 for the next 5 days or something. I got a whole bunch of videos I need to render out. And I need to upload those as well. Which brings me, once again, as I bring up upload, brings me back to the whole live stream issue. A lot of you, once again, are requesting, Rurikhan, why you no live stream? We missed the live stream. And I realized this. And I'm terribly sorry. It's just that my upload speed is so slow, I can barely do anything else while I'm uploading, let alone live streaming. I mean, I just gotta find more time to live stream. I'm really sorry, because I think I kind of got a whole lot of people hyped up about me live streaming, and then I kind of stopped live streaming, and it was a big, like, punch in the gut for a lot of people, and I feel really bad for that. But just know that if I could, every single time that I'm either uploading or rendering or something like that, I would be live streaming. I really would. It's just my connection cannot take the beating. And it is quite a beating when you're uploading and stuff. It's just, pisses me off that it's like my country can't keep up with me, seriously. Because in my location, I actually can't get a decent internet connection with a better upload speed at a decent price. Like, I would have to pay like $200 or something like that to get a friggin' good connection out here that would allow me to do, oh man, there's like this, never mind, I'm not gonna really tell you guys. I mean, it's like, it pisses me off that it would take so much money a month to basically get what everyone else in the world seems to have, which is a goddamn like 3 megabit upload connection or something like that. Because 3 megabit I could pretty much do with 3 megabit uploading, because it would allow me to both stream at a decent bit rate and upload constantly with my Macintosh. It would be just perfect. No, I can't get it. So that's the reason why I haven't really been doing that much live streaming. Either way, I'm not sure if the camera is picking up a lot of the scenery, but if it is picking some of the scenery, you guys have probably realized that we're about to arrive at the location we departed from, which means that this particular Rurikhan show is about to end. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Leave me your feedback, because I mean, I might do more videos in my car if that's something that you guys really enjoy. However, you have to realize that the audio quality is not going to be so good. There's going to be a whole bunch more a whole bunch of more white noise in the background and the noise of me using the steering wheel and my keys banging on the dashboard, and you know, that kind of stuff is going to happen. So the production quality lowers, but I mean, you guys, some of you guys at least asked for this, so just let me know, everyone. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it. And right now I'm going to go ahead and tear my computer apart and replace that fan. So I will see you guys in the next one.